Hi guys! Welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So I am literally just picking right back off of where I was before, and I haven't even saved yet. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. It looks like we'll be going on to the court part of this trial now, which is pretty exciting. So let's see. District Court. Yep, here we are. So we are now getting to see for the first time Mr. Miles Edgeworth, who will be the prosecution in this case, as the judge is probably going to say right now. Whoops.
The court is now in session for the trial of Miss Maya Fey.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. He looks kind of uppity. Miles Edgeworth. I'd better not show any signs of weakness today, or he'll be on me in an instant. I've actually been thinking about this for a long time, how I was going to do Edgeworth's voice, and I was going to do like a really flamboyant, but then like I was seriously lying in bed thinking about this because I need a life, and I figured, you know, I wouldn't be able to keep a straight voice that whole time, if that makes sense, so I'm just going to go ahead and go with what I think he looks like he'd sound like.
Mr. Edgeworth, please give the court your opening statement.
Thank you, Your Honor. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, was at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has evidence she committed this murder, and we have a witness who saw her do it. The prosecution sees no reason to doubt the facts of this case, Your Honor.
I see. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Let's begin, then.
You may call your first witness. The prosecution calls the chief officer at this— Wait a second, what? Oh, okay, that was definitely the judge. I'm sorry, guys. Because there's no way. He is not calling the shots in the courtroom. Detective Gumshoe. Draw Gumshoe. He doesn't even get a name. Witness, please state your name and profession to the court.
Sir, my name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I'm the detective in charge of homicides down at the precinct, sir.
Detective Gumshoe, please describe for us the details of this murder.
Very well, sir. Let me use this floor map of the office to explain. The body was found by this window here. And the cause of death? Loss of blood due to being struck by a blunt object, sir. The murder weapon was a statue of the thinker, found next to the body, sir.
Could you add another sir in there? It was— well, thank you. Thanks for answering that question. Do I get 3 more wishes or 2 more wishes? It was heavy enough to be a deadly weapon, even in a girl's hand, sir.
Detective Dick Gumshoe, the genie. The court accepts the statue as evidence.
They're still calling it a statue, but we know it's a clock. Now, detective.
Yes, sir?
You immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey, who was found at the scene, correct? Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. It was hard. I had hard evidence. She did it, sir.
I am just doing awesome with this.
Detective Gumshoe, please testify to the court about this hard evidence.
Witness testimony. Alright, now we get to dig a little bit deeper into this stuff. Let's see if we can find some contradictions. This will be like one of the Dora Explorer episodes. You need to read along with me and see if you can find it. I'll pause for a long period of time and hypothetically listen to you guys shouting the right answer.
As soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. There were 2 people there already. The defendant, Miss Maya Fey, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Miss Maya Fey. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Miss Maya Fey at the very moment of the murder.
Oh boy.
The very moment, you say? Very well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Yes, Your Honor. Alright, let's see. Cross-examine what? I couldn't see a single contradiction in that testimony. Here's where I'm sure we're going to... Whoosh? Smack? Hey, Maya just threw something at me. What's this? When my sister couldn't find any contradictions in a witness testimony, she'd press them. She'd bluff it and press the witness on every detail. Okay, so here's where we're going to be walked through pressing, which is, well, they're going to explain it. So, the witness always slips up and says something wrong. It worked lots of times. Heh, I should have expected Maya would know some of her sister's tricks. Alright, let's give this a try.
Something the matter?
No, Your Honor. I'd like to begin my cross-examination. Dang, yes you will. Look at this. Look at this eye-to-eye action going on. Maya Fay's arrest. Okay, so what pressing is when you kind of push them a little bit more on what they're saying currently. So he's saying, now, as soon as the phone call came in, I rushed to the scene. So if we press him on it, he's going to go into further detail about that specific text line there. So you can press them on anything. I don't think it takes away penalty points, but sometimes it helps you dig a little bit deeper, and then they have to explain some more of their case, and they slip up a little bit. So let's see. There were two people there already. The defendant, Ms. Maya Fay, and the lawyer, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I immediately arrested Ms. Maya Fay. Why? We had a witness account describing her. The witness saw Ms. Maya Fay at the very moment of the murder. Because they went into a little bit detail about, quote-unquote, the very moment, I'm going to press him on this one. That's where we get our nice little hold it sign. Hold on just 1 second.
Yeah?
If I heard correctly, you said you arrested her because you had hard evidence she did it, correct?
Huh? Did I say that? Me?
I heard you say it.
You did say it.
You said it. It's hard to tell those voices. Exactly what about the suspicious woman in pink's claim was hard evidence?
What? Miss May isn't suspicious, and she sure isn't pink, pal.
Yeah, she's kind of pink.
Well, I guess she is pink. That's enough, Detective Gumshoe. Do you have any more solid proof other than her claims, Detective?
I guess pressing can have its advantages. Ellipses.
Yes.
Sweat. Gah! Gah! So every time you get nervous, just shout that out. It'll make you feel 10 times better.
Sorry, I got the order of things mixed up in my testimony, Your Honor, sir. There was something I should have told you about first, Your Honor. Very well, Detective. Let's hear your testimony again. I'm not Santa Claus.
Hard evidence. There we go. Second testimony.
After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name.
Ooh. Jury being speculative.
How will you like that? That's my hard evidence. Before we begin cross-examination, I have a question for you, Detective. Your Honor? Why didn't you testify about this vital piece of evidence the first time? I know. I'm real embarrassed. I forgot about it, Your Honor, sir. Try to be more careful. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
If I had a beard that voluptuous, I'd be stroking it all the time. If you know what I mean. Hard evidence. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Okay, I'm sure that's true. I found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. Hold on. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Let's see. Yes, that is clearly Maya. Can I further... Nope, okay. I was going to see if it would let me further examine the little piece of evidence. Lab test results showed that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Let's see.
On which hand was the bloody finger, Detective? The right hand.
She was right-handed.
Ha ha ha! Nice try.
Uh-oh, I guess it wasn't too hard to see what I was getting at there. I was actually thinking the same thing. Before she died, she wrote the victim's killer's name. Not necessarily. Detective Gumshoe. Do you get a lot of cases where the victim actually writes the killer's name? See, a lot of times you actually know if you hit the right points because the music will stop and it gets really dramatic. So I'm assuming I'm not hitting the right things because the music's not stopping here.
Sure, it happens all the time in books and the movies.
This isn't a movie, Detective. Just a video game.
Oof. Let's talk about reality, shall we? I guess. I haven't heard many cases. No.
Don't you find it a little odd that the victim would write down her name? Especially that name of her own sister? Especially the name of her own sister?
Yeah, actually. You got a point, pal.
Oh, boy. Look at that manly objection. Ours is kind of like, objection.
Stop right there. Pretentious ass moves. The witness opinion on the matter is irrelevant. The facts are clear. The victim wrote down the name of the accused.
Look at you just staying on point with your crazy hand motions.
The victim told us the name of her killer. Order! Order!
That didn't go so well.
That's right. What he said.
Helping the... That's his whole testimony. Okay, there has to be a contradiction in there somewhere. Let's find it. Alright, so let's go back. What am I doing wrong? Let's see. After securing the suspect, I examined the scene of the crime with my own eyes. Found a memo written on a piece of paper next to the victim's body. On it, the word Maya was written clearly in blood. Do you have proof there's Mia who wrote that?
Of course I do, pal.
Uh-oh. You sounded pretty confident. This might not be good. Uh-oh. Lab test results show that the blood was the victim's. Also, there was blood found... Hold on. Let's see. Aha! Okay. Because single blunt force trauma, death was instantaneous. So she would not have had time to write. Also, there was blood found on the victim's finger. Before she died, the victim wrote the killer's name. Bazam, bingo. Dang it. Sorry about that, guys. Running on low battery power here. And there's the stopping music. Drop the microphone. Detective Gumshoe. There's one thing I want you to clarify for me here. You say that, look at that paper tap. He's just like, look at this. You say that the victim, Mia Fey, wrote this note. That she was accusing the defendant, Maya Fey. That's really what you're saying? Not at all patronizing.
What? This isn't one of those lawyer tricks now, is it? Of course you wrote it. Who else could have?
No. You have it backwards, Detective.
Backwards?
The victim is the only person who absolutely could not have written it. Whoa. Crazy twist plot. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to leave a comment below with questions, comments, concerns, compliments. And, yeah. Go ahead and give it a like, and subscribing would be super awesome, and I'd love you guys forever and ever and ever, and I hope you all have a great day. I'm going to plug my computer in because it's going to die.